Hello, welcome. We're starting the year with a major PCSX2 update, reaching version 2.6, which brings important improvements that directly impact the user experience. That's exactly what we're going to talk about in today's video. It's worth remembering that this changelog refers to the stable 2.6 release, but at the moment the nightly build is already at version 2.7.8, which is the one I personally recommend you use right now. At first glance, this update might not look revolutionary, but it significantly changes the day-to-day experience of anyone who plays PlayStation 2 games on PC. This isn't an update focused on a single specific feature, but rather a broad package of improvements that greatly enhance overall usability. Even for those playing on handheld PCs or other devices, it's easy to notice that everything feels more intuitive, faster, and more pleasant to use. In short, thanks to improvements to the APIs that I'll mention shortly, DirectX 11, DirectX 12, and Vulkan all received performance gains and accuracy improvements, allowing the emulator to work more efficiently, avoid unnecessary tasks, and deliver more FPS, fewer stutters, and an even better overall emulation quality. With that in mind, I'll focus only on the main highlights in a more summarized way, since the full changelog is extremely long and full of technical terms. The goal here is a simpler, more straight-to-the-point approach, avoiding a tiring video that would easily go beyond 30 minutes. But before we continue, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and follow the channel to stay up to date with everything happening in the emulation scene, with weekly content. If you want to buy original games while saving a lot, check out Instant Gaming, the digital store that sells games for various platforms, such as PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Get games of all genres with discounts of up to 95%. You'll also find a variety of gift cards and credits for other services. You can pay for your order through your credit card on a website with a 4.7 rating on Trustpilot. You're buying games directly from Instant Gaming, not from other retailers. If you encounter any issues, Instant Gaming offers 24/7 support. What are you waiting for to save? Links in the description. One of the first improvements worth highlighting is Big Picture Mode, which is now fully on par with the Qt interface. This allows you to log directly into retro achievements, create memory cards, and adjust network and HDD settings without leaving full screen mode. In addition, the option to create game shortcuts on the desktop or start menu was added, both on Windows and Linux. There's also support for custom backgrounds in the game list, including animated backgrounds, as well as emoji support in menus and notifications. Another very important change was the full inclusion of Korean titles in the GameDB, covering nearly 700 NTSC serials that previously only appeared in Latin versions or in Romaji. When it comes to graphics and performance, the leap is genuinely impressive. The new support for feedback reads in DirectX 3D12 brought massive gains, reaching up to 596% in Hitman Blood Money and over 400% in Death by Degrees, making the renderer up to 5 times faster in certain scenarios. On top of that, several optimizations related to texture copies and barriers drastically reduced rendering costs, putting DirectX 3D11 and DirectX 3D12 on the same level of accuracy as Vulkan and OpenGL. Games like Enthusia saw improvements of around 9% on DirectX 3D11, while titles such as Timesplitters 2, Colin McRae Rally 2005, and Cabela's received important graphical fixes, eliminating long-standing texture shuffling issues and visual glitches. Even so, as always, I recommend leaving the graphics API set to automatic, since some APIs may present specific issues in certain games or even lower performance. Unfortunately, this time I won't be bringing benchmark comparisons, as I'm already using the nightly version. Quality of life improvements also deserve a lot of attention. You can now automatically organize screenshots by game name, adjust the position of overlays like achievements and notifications, quickly swap memory cards using hotkeys, and even tweak gamma and post-processing effects. The emulator also received improved Wayland support on Linux, macOS compatibility via Qt 6.10, better mouse locking in multi-monitor setups, and full support for axis bindings on SDL controllers. To wrap it all up, there's now an option to boot directly into Big Picture Mode, customize columns in the game list, and enjoy a reorganized hotkey section, making everyday use even smoother. As I mentioned earlier, this was a shorter video, made simply to keep you up to date with the main highlights, without forcing you to go through that long and complicated changelog. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.